Right guys, so today what I want to do is I just want to talk about your sleep position. And sleep position is really important, particularly for if you have any tightness or any pain, but specifically for performance as well. So if you're a dancer, if you run, whatever you happen to do, if you've got a performance or a race coming up, you want to be very aware of your sleep position because it matters on performance day. So what I'm going to do is just have a look at Ange setting up her correct sleep position. So we're just going to get Ange down. And I'm just going to show you how most of you guys probably sleep already. And that's basically you got your one pillow. You often don't have any support through the legs. And if you look at that, the head height wise, you're just down just a little bit through the neck. And then particularly through this hip and lower back, you can really get a little bit of a stretch on this part of QL sort of type of muscles, and particularly gluteals if you don't support them. So what happens is that those muscles will tighten and that will affect your performance. So now what we're going to do is just get Ange to get into the correct position. So we've just prepared this before. We've got 2 layers of folded towels. That's 1 and 2. Yep. And she's going to set up with a pillow between knees and a pillow to hug as well. So basically if we look there now, we've got head height in the midline, so it's running right down through the body. We've got the arms supported, so she's not getting a drag through that upper part of sort of trap and then through to rhomboids. And the hips especially, this part of the hips through gluteals and particularly QLs is supported because that is extremely, extremely important. So that's how she is set up lying on her side. When she's going onto her back, we'll just get you on your back, Ange. So again, yeah, slightly lower when you're on your back. So she's taken just 1 layer of towel out there. So again, that head is straight. So the line of her cervical spine into her thoracic spine is as straight and as supported as possible. And this is really important, guys. A lot of you will often just sleep with your legs out straight. And if you don't put a pillow under your knees, then hip flexors, so these little tight hip flexors, will really pull. And what they'll do is they'll anterior tilt the pelvis, and that'll put a lot of pressure onto lower backs. So we've got 2 pillows there. That's a really sort of comfy position. I don't care if you use 1 pillow, just take those hip flexors just slightly off stretch. So we'll get Ange up now, and we'll just swap over. So have a look at your sleep position. Most people don't even think about it, and it's really important because if you leave a muscle in a shortened position, so if your head's not supported well, you'll shorten these ones, you'll stretch out these ones. It's the same thing for your lower back. If you have that rotation or that twist in your body, then those muscles on your side will just, they will react to it. So they'll just start to contract up just a little. And if you think about, I always think about the analogy of golf. If you went into your world championship and you got your golf clubs and you just bent them by 1 millimetre and went into that game, you'd have a shocker. And that's what can happen to you guys as sports people as well. You don't position yourselves right, muscles will just subtly change over a night, and then you can have those games where nothing goes right, or you can have a performance where it just doesn't gel. So think about supporting yourselves, think about looking after those muscles all the time, particularly if you get some tension and you think, ooh, I'm on the verge of maybe having some issues with the lower back or any other part. Get very strict on it on those times, as well as just before a performance. And start doing that and stay fit and healthy and strong and on the game.